Why are reviews important? How do we actually use them? How do we get them? What are all the different methods of obtaining and repurposing reviews on Amazon and Shopify? Today, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to share with you what I believe to be true about customer reviews, and hopefully you'll be able to take away some key learnings and be able to apply them to your business. I heard Alex Hormozy talk about this recently, and I'm paraphrasing, but the gist of it was you don't have to be the one selling. Your customers and your clients can sell for you by speaking their truth. If X, Y, and Z happened for the person that went through your program or your training or about your product, like someone can't refute that. They can't say, you're lying. That's not true. That's not your truth. It is their truth. It's for them. But when you make promises and make claims, it's really easy for someone to say, I don't believe you. I don't think you can do it. Where's the proof? The customers become your proof. That's what's really special about reviews. Your customers will see other people that they relate to, and they'll say, you know what, maybe I can do this too. Maybe I will get that result. So it's incredibly powerful to have people just like all of your customers talking about the reality of what they've experienced. And not to mention, it's the best form of social proof. Now, my favorite part of customer reviews is getting better. When I got my first 1 and 2 star reviews, I felt sick to my stomach. The reason I felt sick to my stomach was because I knew deep down that it was true. I knew it wasn't as good as it could be. And that's why it hurt, because it was true. So instead of running away or getting upset or burying my head in the sand or trying to remove the reviews entirely, I recognize that it's the price that I have to pay. My customers are telling me how to get better. They're telling me what they want to see. They're telling me where I made mistakes. They're holding up a mirror and showing me what's wrong with myself, my business, or my product. How I choose to respond determines the level of business owner that I am. I choose to respond by taking it as constructive criticism, knowing that I'm going to use this, I'm going to listen, I'm going to sort out the crazy from the real, and I'm going to make my stuff better. So not only can reviews help you sell, but they can also help you get better. Pretty crazy, right? It sucks when you don't get a good review. And it sucks when it's true. And when it's not true, it's not that big of a deal because you're just like, it's not true. I mean, what can we do? So let me share with you what we're going to talk about today. We're going to start off by talking about the different types of reviews because they come in many forms. Then I'm going to show you what I do with them when I have the reviews and all the different ways that you can use them. I'm going to show you how to get reviews on Amazon, and then I'm going to show you how to get reviews on Shopify. We're going to round everything out by showing you where to put them and where to use them, so you can get maximum value out of your customer reviews. So when it really comes down to it, what is a customer review? It's exactly what it sounds like. The person you've done business with has rated you. They're giving you their honest opinion. They're telling you straight up what they believe to be true about your product. It could be an Instagram message. It could be an email. It could be a help ticket coming through your customer support software. It could be a picture. It could be a text review, a video review, a testimonial. It could even be a candid recommendation. But by far the most powerful is human to human. There are reviews that happen that you will never know about. There are people that will talk. They'll talk about you. They will be considering something. And if someone knows that it's not a good option, they'll tell them. Negative word of mouth is a thing. If you make a truly amazing experience, the person that has that experience will want to share it with other people. Because when you share something that's really, truly valuable, that has a measurable effect on your life, you're giving value to that person that you shared it with. You're sharing a valuable thing. It is our job to become the valuable thing. Whether we're offering a service or a product, it doesn't matter. Today, we're going to be focusing on products, but it's our job to make a banger of a product. You'll know when your product is good enough because it will organically grow. Word of mouth will create more sales for you. You don't have to market all the time. And when you do market, you're bringing people into an amazing experience and you compound the word of mouth. Pretty crazy, right? So let's talk about what we do with those reviews. And then I'll share with you how I actually collect them. The first thing that I do with reviews is I learn from them. I double down on what's working. I pay attention to what most people are experiencing and how they're using it. And then I pay attention to the negative feedback. I learn from it. I take ownership of it. Complete and total ownership. Knowing that if I own it, I keep the power. But if I blame anything else, I'm giving the power away. This is a direct way for you to get better. So as you're running water through the machine and getting more people to go through your funnels and buy your products and get on your email list and experience everything, you get more opportunities to learn. It's really exciting. The second thing that I do is I share them. And sharing these reviews come in many forms. You can put reviews on your product pages to better sell your products, so your customers can sell for you. You can write emails about them. We do that too. We include customer reviews in our emails all the time. You can add these reviews, whether they're text or video, into your marketing materials. If you're making ads or making content, there's nothing wrong with splitting the screen and putting a review down below, or cutting to somebody talking about how great of an experience they had, or even doing a review mashup. You can put them into your carousels, your swipe files, and your images. You can even put them on your product display pages when people are swiping through all of your images. You should absolutely be putting them on all the pages of your website. The contact us, about us, how it works, the homepage, everything. And my personal favorite is to react to them, to film reaction style videos with the review like right behind me, and I just video of me reacting to it. Whether it's good or bad, people like to see you take ownership. They don't always love seeing good reviews. Sometimes they like seeing inappropriate ones or weird ones or negative ones. How you handle those negative reviews says a lot about who you are as a business owner. If you can publicly do that, you're going into territory that most people will never venture. Honestly, it is really effective. And I know this because I've done it. Now let's talk about how we get reviews. We're going to start with Amazon, and then we're going to go to Shopify. Amazon is a lot more tight. You have way fewer options. So we're going to go through that one first and get it out of the way. The first way that you can get reviews on Amazon is just naturally. Organically. A certain percentage of people will end up reviewing your product. I think it's only a few percent, but sometimes that's not good enough, and we need extra reviews. We need more people to review the product. Okay, well, the next option on Amazon is to click the request review button after the customers receive the product. If you go into the order section, you should be able to find a button that says request a review. You have to do this manually. There isn't software that will do it for you. You just got to go through and click all the buttons. Cannot break Amazon's terms of service. We'll talk about that in a second. Another thing that you can do is ask people. You can say, hey, I saw you bought the product. Would love some feedback if you'd be open to it. You have to be very careful with this because you can't get customers' information off Amazon. So you'd have to send them messages. And if you send too many messages, they can take it away from you. It's happened to me and a few of my colleagues. So I don't recommend this approach. Then you might be asking yourself, well, can I go to friends and family and ask them to buy? Like, what if I'm in entrepreneur circles or networking event? Yes, you can, but you need to be careful. Don't send them a link from your phone. Make sure they search it organically on Amazon. Because if you send them the link, Amazon will know. It can track this stuff. It has all kinds of UTMs and cookies built in. And so it will know if you've sent a link from the Seller Central account to the person via text. They know. So have them do it organically and have them do it on a different Wi-Fi. I know that sounds tinfoil hat, but I've literally seen it happen. And I have picked the brains of professionals who know this really well. And it's true, you've got to be under the radar. But why do we have to be under the radar? Amazon Terms of Service. Very few people have read Amazon Terms of Service. I've read not all of it, just a portion. But what I know is that it is the governing law for how you sell and buy on Amazon. If you break Amazon's Terms of Service, they can absolutely take everything away from you. What we don't want to do is violate Terms of Service in any way. That means we are not allowed to solicit reviews. We can't give people money for a review. We can't give people free product for a review. We can't even ask for reviews on infographics anymore. Amazon really prides itself on having clear and true customer reviews. They're doing everything they can to protect that. And so they're shutting down any accounts that violate any of these malpractices. So I would encourage you not to do any of that. At the very most, reach out to some friends and family or other people in your network. I'll buy your product, I'll leave it a review for you. The last option with Amazon is to do the Vine program. Now, Amazon's Vine program will help you get to your first 30 reviews. If you've launched a new product, you can sign up for the Vine program. You pay a few $100s and you send free product to a bunch of people who have raised their hand. They'll get the product and they'll leave it a review. If you have more than 30 reviews, this is off the table. The Vine program will work until you get those initial 30 and then it's over and you can't do it again. I've done this a few times and I've not done it a few times. Here's what I believe to be true. If you have a really generic, really awesome product that most people will understand, do it. If your product is niche specific, like specifically for people that do concrete work as a stonemason, like you might not want to do it because anyone can get the product. And if a soccer mom from Beverly Hills gets this chisel, she might give it a poor review because she doesn't understand it and know how to use it. Now that's an extreme example. They do a fairly decent job of matching things up. But I found that when I was trying to get my craft products reviewed, people that weren't crafters were getting them and they weren't even using it properly or for the intended purposes. Or they would say, it's amazing, I love this product, and give it 3 stars. I don't do line reviews anymore. I'd rather build it up slowly over time, and I have a big enough network now where we can get some initial momentum going. Especially when you follow my best practices on how to build a launch list and get the #1 new release badge on Amazon, this becomes less of a thing. There is also one other type of review on Amazon, and that's a seller review. So people can review your product and they can review you as a seller. The seller reviews, you can respond to all of those. Everyone that leaves a review can see your feedback and how you responded to everybody else. Your product reviews, you cannot respond to those. There's nothing you can do. If a review pops up and it clearly violates something like privacy laws or terms of service, or it's just completely out of left field or doesn't apply to this product, you have to create casework to get it removed. And you'll need someone to reach out to Amazon to get the reviews taken down. Very rarely does this happen. Sometimes you just gotta take it on the chin. There have been times where I've had to completely start a product listing over because there's been so many challenges around it. So just know that it's a real thing. It's a challenge and you're not alone. The way we combat this is by drowning it out with good reviews. We request a review from everybody we come in contact with, like myself. And dude, we get it. You know, when you come to these networking events, you come to my events and you hang out with these people, and you ask me to buy your product, or any of us, dude, we'll all do it. We get it. We know what it's like. We know how hard it is. We know how important it is. We know that we can make a difference. So I would encourage you to good old fashioned boots on the ground, dialing for reviews. Okay, so there's not much you can do about those 1-star reviews, and there's not much you can do to get reviews on Amazon, aside from what I mentioned. Please don't violate Amazon's terms of service. You don't want to get shut down for that stuff. If you get the black spot from doing something like this, future Seller Central accounts will also have that black spot. So it's not like you can just easily reset. It's just not worth it, because if we want to earn money on Amazon and tap into their existing customers, we have to play their game. Let's just play their game until we have millions of dollars and we've gotten to 10, 20, 30 million a year, so we can diversify channels and not be reliant on Amazon. But in the beginning, you just got to play the game. If you're anything like me, business banking can feel intimidating and overwhelming. That's why this video is sponsored by Relay, a business banking platform that's better than all the others. Why do I say it's better? Because I use it. I love it. And it's way better than all the other big name banks that I've used. They do everything I need a bank account to do. Multiple accounts? No problem. Send checks? Easy. Pay yourself? Statements? Connect to QuickBooks Online? All of it. It's taken me years to find a banking partner like Relay. So I reached out to them. I asked them if we could work together to sponsor this video because I enjoy and use their products so much. And I know that if I spread the word to you, there's a chance you'll get to experience what I've experienced. Stress-free online business banking. The setup is super easy and can be completed from your computer at home. All you need is your LLC paperwork and your EIN. After a short application process, you're done. There's no monthly fees, there's no monthly minimums, there's no account minimums, there's no minimum balances, there's no hidden fees. Big thanks to Relay for sponsoring this video. I'll leave an affiliate link in the description so you can get set up with your very own business bank account from the comfort of your home. Let's talk about Shopify. Shopify is much easier to get reviews on. It's much more straightforward, and you have way more options. It couldn't be more opposite than Amazon. On Shopify, you can curate your reviews. You can choose the ones that you want to display at the top. You can remove reviews that are not true. You can even get rid of all the 1-star reviews if you wanted to. I don't recommend it, but you can. You have so much more control. Not only that, but you can solicit for reviews. You can offer people discounts to get a review. You can do all kinds of stuff that you wouldn't be able to do on Amazon. But how? There are 2 main tools that I use to collect and display reviews. The first is a Shopify app called Loox, Loox. There's a couple different versions of these apps. There's also Judge Me and some other ones. There's even apps like this that will import your Amazon reviews and display them on your Shopify store for you. There's all kinds of functionality built in here. I've set it up so that 2 weeks after the person has the product, it automatically sends them an email and it requests a review. It says, hey, what'd you think? If you give us a review, we'll give you $10 towards your next purchase. We incentivize them for it. End up getting a lot of video and picture reviews. It's great because I can then use those reviews for marketing materials and putting them all over our website. It really helps enhance our social proof. I can also take those reviews and rearrange them in carousels or in displays or sliders or lists, and I can use the HTML code to embed them anywhere on the web pages that we're building. If you've watched the Shopify Best Practices video, you'll know that I use Zipify Page Builder to build out all of the pages on our website. When you're doing that, you can embed the HTML code from these review programs to show all your reviews. It's great. Works really, really well. So I highly recommend, in fact, I encourage you to have a review app on Shopify if that's the path that you're going to choose. The second tool that I use to collect reviews is called testimonial.to. I've been using it for about 2 years now. I use it for Vanader and I also use it for Scorch Marker. This is a really cool software. You basically create a little video message and you send the link to a customer. When they click on it, hopefully on their phone, it will pull up that little video and it will play and be like, hey, would you please let me know what you thought about our stuff? Gives them a little prompt and they can leave a video, a text, or a picture review just by clicking a button. Never underestimate convenience. It is really difficult for customers to figure out how to take a video on their phone and how to upload it and do the whole thing. It's a significant friction point. What Testimonial does is it makes it a one-button click. You can easily do it from your computer or your cell phone. And when the review is submitted, they automatically check a box saying that you have the rights to use the content in your marketing material. And then it gets displayed on a wall of love. And this wall of love can be put anywhere. You can hand pick reviews and put them together and group them and display them in certain places. You can have just video, just text. You can highlight reviews. You can export them. You can get the video. It is incredible. So by having a big giant wall of love and all these people saying nice things and showing all the things that they've done, it's great social proof. Testimonial.to has become my new favorite review software because it makes getting videos so much easier. You and I both know that video is the most important when collecting reviews. Text is cool, pictures are cool, but a video, that is special. So I would encourage you to look at both and figure out which one is best for you. They both have functionality that the other doesn't. But if I could only pick one, I would probably choose Testimonial.to because I just really like how things look and how it's worked so far. Now remember, our goal is to learn from our reviews, learn from the negative ones, and share the good ones so we can attract more like-minded customers. When they see somebody who's just like them that got results that they want, they're gonna say, you know what, maybe this is the right fit for me. And you know it, you look at reviews too. You probably look at the best and the worst and you kind of look at the history and the recents and all that stuff. Everyone does it a little bit different. But I guarantee you, if there were no reviews on the product, you might not buy it. This is social proof. This is important. This is a step that can't be skipped and it needs to be discussed and talked about. So use the bad reviews to learn and the good reviews to help you sell. All right, let's talk about my top 3 favorite ways to use customer reviews. Number 1, put the reviews all over your product pages and your website. Put reviews on your homepage. Put reviews on your product display page, multiple sites, in multiple places. Let them click on it and expand and look at more. Put the picture reviews and the video reviews front and center so they can relate. I'm serious, put them everywhere. Our reviews are on our contact us page, the how it works page, the home page, the product display pages, our blog posts. They're everywhere. The social proof is really important. My second favorite way to use customer reviews is actually video and text reviews. When we're making an ad or a piece of content, I like to sprinkle them in. I've been experimenting with a split screen technique, tall video, right? And on the top is the how-to or the content or the A-roll, the thing that I'm trying to demonstrate. On the bottom, reviews keep swiping in. They keep coming in, right? You read it, okay, another one comes in. So it's people holding up their project or their artwork, or talking about how great it worked for them, or how they're gonna come back and buy more, or how they're so excited that they found this and it changed their life. Add them into your content. Make mashups. Take all the customer reviews that are the best ones, find like maybe 5 to 10 of them, and then clip it up so that they tell a story. You don't have to leave one person's review up and then another person's. 3-second clips, 2-second clips, each person. I was so surprised that this product even existed. I've been looking for something like this for a long time. I went to the store and I couldn't find anything. I didn't even know this was a thing. You see what I mean? And they all say this stuff and they're like, I was blown away at how easy it was. I couldn't believe how this worked. You know, it was a lot easier to use than I thought it was. And then you hit him with all that and they're like, okay, what's the payoff? What's the end result here? And then boom, end result, end result, end result, end result. And you can stack and edit these reviews in a really fun way. You can also work them into your ads. When you're making an ad about something and you say, this is how our product helps people. Don't take it from me though, take it from them. You know, you just cut to video testimonial, picture review, and you show them all the social proof. It can be incredibly powerful. So save the reviews, learn from the bad ones. My third and favorite way to use reviews is to react to them. I react to the bad reviews and I react to the good reviews. Historically, you'll see reviews all over my personal brand and Scorch, just talking about how I'm committed to owning this and making it better. People like ownership because they're like, oh, that person has what it takes. And when you take ownership of your reviews and you're like, you know what? No, this is on me. I can make it better. You take the power back. You own the power. If you place blame on this or that or shipping or user error, like you're just giving away the power. Good friend of mine, Kyle, I'll never forget what he taught me. He said, every 1-star review is a chance for me to flip that person into an evangelist. If they're willing to say something negative, if they're willing to go out of their way to say a negative thing about me, if I can flip that script, they're gonna go out of their way to say something positive. You see, most people, they won't say anything at all. They just will never buy from you again. I know what that's like. It's called negative goodwill. It sucks. It's really hard. And most people don't know about it until it's too late. Very few people are willing to speak up about their experience. So the percentage of people that say good things and the percentage of people that say bad things, they're an amplification of what's actually happening behind the scenes, how people really feel. So by solving that one-star review, you're actually solving 1,000 1-star reviews. That's why I like to react to this content and own it. I want our customers to know that I'm on it, I'm working on it. 252 formulas later, like we are going to make the Scorch Marker better. We're gonna fix this activation temperature challenge. We're gonna make it work. I could promise you, we're not giving up. And frankly, it's our job. This is the job we signed up for. We, as the owner operators of our brands, we don't get the good, easy, simple problems. Our job is to fix the hardest ones. We fix the problems that no one else can fix. Everybody else is like, shoot, I don't know, boss. What do we do here? That's on you. And the buck stops with you at the end of the day. Reviews are incredibly important. They're important to request. They're important to set up a system for. They're important to use and repurpose. But most importantly, they're important to learn from. I'll leave links below to Looks and Testimonial. There'll be affiliate links, so I'll get a piece if you end up using it, no pressure. But I want to make it convenient for you. If you need any help or assistance with this type of stuff or need to get connected with somebody who knows how to use these reviews to repurpose and edit for content or put them on your website, let me know. I have people that know how to do it. But I would encourage you to learn it yourself. Go through the softwares, learn how they work, really dig into it, set up the system, and then move on to the next thing. Because once you have this set up, like you don't have to keep doing this work. They come in and they work, okay? So when you need support, reach out to me. I got your back on this.